Nico Williams refusing to sign for FC Barcelona, or let me say Nico Williams rejecting FC Barcelona for the second time is a big humiliation to the team. It's a big humiliation to the FC Barcelona board. It is a huge slap on all of our faces because we did it once and then we should have told ourselves, we should have called ourselves to order that once beaten, twice shy. But then at the end of the day, there is always nothing wrong. I mean, it is not always a bad idea when you just always want to try something again. There's a saying in my place that Teshimba Dani Amantubuni, we just translate to when you fall down from a horse, you try again a second time to try and mount the horse. Now we mounted Nico Williams's horse for the first time. He pushed us down. And then we tried again the second time. He dragged us around, dragged us around, dragged us around, dragged his feet around, only for him to eventually push us down, embarrass us, humiliate us publicly. I mean, okay, it's all right, it's okay. See, it's even more annoying when you think about the fact that Laporta, Deco, Flick, all of them kept saying stuff like they didn't know anything about it. They all just saw the news the same way we all saw it on X. Even the Athletic Bilbao journalists, their reporters claim not to know anything about this. They all said that they only saw the news on social media. Fine, no problem. Now, Johan Cruyff warned us that if you have to doubt yourself, if you have to second guess yourself to whether or not to play for Barcelona, then you should not even go close to the club. The only thing I'm concerned about right now is how we respond to this rejection. If you know me in real life, you know that I'm not the kind of person that dwells on negativity too much. I don't dwell on stuff too much. What has happened has happened. As we all know, we need to get a replacement. We need to get a left winger before next season, or let me say before preseason commences. And in my opinion, I think we already do. I think we already have a left winger already. I think we already have someone that can step into the shoes in the person of Jan Virgili. Even though we can't entirely call him a La Masia product because he only just arrived, ahead of the 2024-2025 season. But the truth is, he's an interesting profile, and he also stands, or let me say, he also possesses virtually everything Nico Williams possessed that made Nico Williams look like an interesting offer or an interesting option for FC Barcelona. Now, in case you've not heard about Jan Virgili, let me give you a quick rundown on his profile. Virgili is an 18-year-old winger who joined Barcelona under 19 upon his arrival to the team, and he has constantly been playing. I mean, he has constantly been a really key figure, a key player in the Barca Athletic, and he has proven to be a player that, I mean, the rate at which he has grown, the rapid growth, the adaptation to the team is one thing that should be talked about. We all know that La Masia often develops talents that they often develop inside forwards that thrive perfectly in tight spaces, or let me say in tight pockets. Jan Virgili has proven to be a traditional wide outlet that is defined by his pace, his acceleration, the way he dribbles, the way he carries himself on and off the ball. I, for one, would say that Jan Virgili is a 1v1 expert. And even though he's the player that can play both flanks, he can play as a right and as a left winger. I think he's more of a left winger. Now, just like Nico Williams, Jan Virgili can also create spaces, and he can also stretch teams, and he can equally create spaces in tight, especially in isolated spaces, making him, like I said, a 1v1 expert. Similar, very much similar to the profile that Nico Williams had that made Barcelona want to go for him. And another thing is he also offers pace in transition. And we know that when you offer pace in transition, it only means that you are a real threat in breaks. Now, since Jan Virgil has arrived, he has been able to improve his off the ball movement, and this also gives room for him to arrive more in much more threatening position. Now, this when you look at this, when you weigh this, you tell yourself that this is a profile, or this is an attribute that will make it easier, or that will improve his chance of generating goals and assists for the club. Now, his profile is, or let me say, is that player that we can just look at and decide to compare to the former Barcelona player Pedro. See, Nico Williams refusing to join Barcelona. Nico Williams rejecting. I'm going to be blunt, outright. Rejecting Barcelona at the end of the day might just be a way of telling Barcelona that we need to look inward. Just telling us that we need to look inward. I mean, it might be a stretch. It might look like, oh, what is she saying? What is she saying? But if you look at it, what do you want us to do? Rashford is not a long time. Yo, see, in my opinion, Jan Virgili should be involved more, or should be allowed to prove himself, or to give, or should be allowed a chance in a preseason tour. And while he's doing all of this, I sincerely hope that Hansi Flick will be able to unlock so many potentials in him, and he would be able to step up for us in that position. I mean, in the wide outlet at the end of the day, because the truth is, if he continues to develop himself, at the end of the day, he might just prove himself, earn a spot, and also become a first team player for FC Barcelona. There is no way, we are going to stay sulking. There is no way we are going to stay sulking because of whatever thing Nico Williams has done. So we really, really, really need to move on, check out for the next viable option. And in my opinion, the next viable option is this Jan Virgili. Yes, I made a video. If you check my previous videos, I once made a case for Perisic. I equally made a case for I made a case for Ademola Lookman. And when I made a case for Ademola Lookman, I had people coming for me. Is it because I'm Nigerian? Is it because I'm Yoruba? Okay, fine. Now I'm making a case for Jan Virgili. He's younger. He still has enough time to grow. He still has enough time to unlock so many potentials in him. And like I said, hopefully he gets to be carried along for the preseason tour. And if Hansi Flick manages to give him time, it could unlock so many potentials, and eventually making it to the first team and giving us the squad depth that we need. So at the end of the day, it's going to be no Nico, no problem. Because truly, when there is no Nico, I mean, there really shouldn't be any problem. We're Barcelona. We're Barcelona. There really shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. But then it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to suggest Barcelona, or I'm going to suggest Barcelona allows Jan Virgili to step up for us. But at the end of the day, like I always say, that is only just my thought. I'd really, really love to know what you think we should do. Do you think Jan Virgili should step up, or do you think Jan Virgili fits the profile that we want in the team? Let me know what you think about this, my take, in the comment section, or let me know if you have a preferred option for that position for FC Barcelona. Let me also know this in the comment section. And as always, please don't forget to like, share, and if you're new to this YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on your notifications so you can get to know whenever I post a video. Nico Williams, you will ask God for wine, he will give you zobo. You will ask God for belt, he will give you bante. You, Nico Williams, you and your brother now using to the no problem, no problem. One thing I know, one thing I am sure of is that San Mamés next season is going to be hot. It is going to be hot because. Anyways, let me know your thought about this in the comment section. And as always, Visca Barca, Visca El Catalonia. I'll see you guys again with another video very, very, very soon. And you already know, my name still remains Adijoke Adibisi. Of course, you know. I love you guys so, so much. Hiya.